Even though American jazz musician Marcus Miller is a multi-instrumentalist, we know him best as a bass guitarist. He was recently in Istanbul for a concert, and I had the chance to sit down with a multiple Grammy winner. So this is your third time playing the Istanbul Jazz Festival. What keeps bringing you back?
Man, first time I came here was in the 90s sometime. And it felt very far away, you know? Felt like completely different culture, different food, different language. But man, we've been coming back and they appreciate the music, you know? And now it feels like comfortable. We've come here so many times. We have our favorite shops, favorite restaurants, favorite stop at the airport. So it's great, man. It's incredible to be able to communicate with people in different parts of the world, you know, just through music.
Now you travel extensively. You were in Izmir last night. Describe the Turkish jazz scene.
Oh, the Turkish jazz scene is robust, you know. I've been coming here many times. I think it's probably more like 6 or 7 times that I've been here. And one time I came and we called it the Istanbul Project, and we collaborated, my band and Turkish musicians, you know. And the rehearsals were incredible, you know, because all of us were learning so much, you know, like the Turkish musicians were saying, "Lord, listen to this rhythm, listen to this," and we're like, "Hey man, check this out." But that's what it's all about, you know what I mean? And I think musicians are the first ambassadors, you know.
You talked about learning, and you've worked with some of the greats, you know, from Miles Davis to Herbie Hancock to Luther Vandross, the list goes on. What have you learned from, you know, I'm sure everyone had different experiences with everyone, but what did you take away from, you know, people who are at the top of their game?
I think the thing that I found that's most in common with people who are really top artists is personality, you know? They could play like, or sing 3 notes and you go, oh, that's Miles, oh, that's Luther. You know what I mean? And, you know, I hope that's how it is with my music too. You know, I play a couple of notes, they go, oh yeah. Even if you don't like it, you go, okay, well, I know that's him, you know? I don't like it, but it's him.
You've won the UNESCO Artist for Peace Award. You've talked about the Slave Root Project. In your live shows, I've heard you talk about, you know, how slavery influenced or shaped, you know, the music around the world. What's the message you want people to take away?
Well, you know, the first message is, you know, we need to recognize the value of all human beings, you know, which is a pretty obvious message, I think. But the second message I think that I want people to know is how strong human beings can be.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about today, especially in your country, your thoughts on Take a Knee and current political climate back home.
Well, you know, for me, when I saw Colin Kaepernick taking a knee, I was like, it seemed like, you know, normal, because I remember in 1967 when the 3 Olympic, you know, winners with 2 Olympic winners who were American held their fist up to protest for civil rights, you know. I remember Martin Luther King, I remember all these things, so this was light. But, you know, a lot of Americans are younger now, and this is the first time they saw anybody do anything like that. So they're like, you know what I mean? Kaepernick and the other athletes were taking a knee was to say America's not living up to its ideals, right? And it seemed pretty obvious why they were doing it. But other people in America felt like, hey man, you're disrespecting the flag, you're disrespecting the soldiers who fought for America. I'm going, wait, do you really think that's why they're doing it? I mean, come on, man. But it's, people are talking past each other, and I think that's unfortunate.
You mentioned musicians are ambassadors, so I guess that's it. So I want to leave you with, so this is the first leg of your European tour. You have a new album coming out next year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What can people expect from that?
I think what I'm doing now is you know, my last album was about, you know, slavery, and it was a pretty heavy topic, you know. And now, you know, I want to bring people together rhythmically, you know. I want to have some rhythms and some stuff that makes you feel good and stuff that will make you forget about how crazy things are for a while and just enjoy yourself. So this is gonna be a funky, fun album.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you.